Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with part 4 of our contrast guide, where we work through this game, grabbing all of the achievements and a bunch of Microsoft Rewards points along the way. So if you haven't watched parts 1 through 3, those will be linked in the description so you can get caught up and grab all of the 8 achievements we've collected so far in this game. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Microsoft Rewards weekly set, which is available in the Microsoft Rewards app at this point. So one of the things you'll be able to do today is click on the Achieve More, Earn More, and grab 50 points for the achievement that we'll earn. Of course, you could do that for all 3 of the achievements that we're going to earn. But anyway, let's take a look at the Rewards Weekly set. The first thing you want to do is click on the featured game in order to grab those points. The second part will be to grab 3 achievements. We're going to be doing that in contrast. And the third part will be to run some searches on Bing on 3 separate days. So you'll have to do that on your own to finish out this punch card. But let's go ahead and get contrast started up. Again, this game is available on the cloud, so if you ever need to play it that way, you can. And we're going to pick up where we left off. Let's take a look on the achievement tracker. You should be at 8 out of 22 achievements so far, and the last one we got was called Punching Bag for letting the gangsters beat up Johnny. So we're going to go ahead and resume from where we left off last week, and actually the game does not appear to have done a great job of saving exactly where we were. Hopefully you're a little further ahead than I am, but I started back at the manager's office, so I actually had to replay a little bit of the level and do that tricky jump across the void in order to get back to where I was. So if you have to do that, you can just follow along. So we're just going to head outside like we did last time, jump down, and we can skip the discussion with Dee Dee and just dash through the fence there. You have to wait for Dee Dee to walk over to this area, and then you'll have to go ahead and put the 3 lamp bulbs, the 3 luminaries, into the projector that she's using over there, the spotlight. So you can skip this cutscene with her and put those luminaries in, and then you'll just need to shift in and then do this jump across the void like we did last time. So jump, shift back in, and then you'll be able to make it across like we did last time. So we'll skip this cutscene again, and we need to help Dee Dee across the gap. So that's pretty simple. We just jump over here, smash through the back pieces of this sign again, and then she'll be able to make her way across. And you should have already grabbed the collectible outside of the theater last time, so you shouldn't need to grab that again. But you might just want to take a look and make sure that you got it before you went inside the theater. It would be right here next to the box office.
Oh, it's locked. Oh, wait! Didn't have to jump. I told you I was good at fixing things.
Okay, so we're just going to go back inside, and we need to move the different little cutouts that are inside of here. So again, we're just going to press X next to the guy with the top hat and move him over to the right so that his top hat is right next to the balcony railing right there. And then we'll grab the other 2 figures and just sort of move them off to the left so that they're out of the way. All right, and then we'll move to the back wall, shift in, and jump up onto his arm and then onto his top hat to get up to the balcony. Then you can shift out and walk along the balcony. You probably already got this collectible. We're just going to shift in again, move through the door, and then go down to the area where we talk to Dee Dee and find out that Johnny is getting beaten up. So you can skip that cutscene, and here's where we left off last time. So at this point, we need to go back into the projector room back here. You'll need to shift in and then shift out in order to get into this room. You have to go through the glass again like we did last time and just a moment ago. And then once you're in here, just go over to the projector and press X to put the film reel into place. We can skip this cutscene by pressing Y, and then we're just going to follow Dee Dee. She is going after her father and mother. They are in trouble with the gangsters, so she's going to go try to help. So let's press Y to skip this cutscene, and you should get your first of 3 achievements right here for leaving the cinema. It's called You Broke My Finger. And out here, we're going to interact with a couple of umbrellas that are out here. They're the little table umbrellas, the red and white ones. And this is on a bit of a timer. After a few seconds after you interact with the umbrellas, they will pop back open. And what you want to do is basically hit the one on the right first, and then you're going to wait about 4 seconds or so. So kind of count it out for 4 full seconds, and then you'll want to interact with the one on the left. So I actually mistimed it my first time here, but you'll kind of see what it looks like. So you should count about 4 seconds. I think I counted 5 seconds on this first time, so it doesn't end up working out for me. But what you'll do is go back here to the back wall and then hit the right trigger to shift in once you've counted it out correctly. So I waited just a little bit too long on that first one. So again, just hit the first one, count to 4, and then hit the second one. And then you're going to run back to that back wall, shift in, and then go up to the right. And then you can hop on top of the umbrella, hop over this one while it's closed, and go over to the left side. And then we should be able to get our luminary. This should be luminary number 7 right here. All right, so we can hop down and continue on. Let's dash through this fence, and we're going to start heading back towards the Excelsior Hotel. So go across the fallen sign that we turned into a bridge, and you might need to dash there to not fall into that final gap. But the Excelsior is coming up on the right. It has a lit up sign on it. But before you go inside of there, let's head to the left, and we need to go to the microphone stand that's illuminated over here. And this will start one of those replays of a shadow. So we're going to shift in, get on top of Kat's back, and then on top of her hair, jump over to her feet, and then grab the luminary. And that'll be luminary number 8 of 10. Once you've got that, then you can go ahead and head inside of the Excelsior, and we will move on to the next section.
She was getting pretty loud in there. See?
So we've got some cutscenes to skip here. And Dee Dee sets off an alarm. Don't worry about that. But what we want to do at this point is just turn around. So do a 180, and there should be a collectible. This will be actually the last collectible if you've been able to collect them all throughout the level. And we'll press X to collect this. And this is basically sort of a debt book. And you should get your second achievement right there for Streets Sweeper. Okay, so we'll resume the game, and our third achievement is actually for finishing out this Act 1 that we've been working on. What we'll do here is go over to this luggage cart, press X to interact with it, and then shove it into the left-hand side open elevator, and that will just sort of weigh down this elevator a little bit so that we can climb on top of it. So you're just going to jump right here, and then press A one more time to pull yourself up, and then do the same thing at the back of the elevator shaft. Let's head to the right, and don't worry about any of these glowing buttons on the elevator that you might see. You don't need to interact with those. Let's go to the left-hand wheel at the back here and press X, and we're going to lower down one of these chandeliers at the top of the room, and lower it down so that the top of the shadow is touching that second orange bar, the second of 3 orange bars that's going across on the back wall. Once it's in that position, then you can press X to stop interacting with it. And then we're going to shift into shadow mode and jump onto this railing here. And this is probably the trickiest jump in this section. This took me a couple of tries to do it. But what you want to do is get onto the little knob to the left of where I'm standing right now and jump up onto that upper kind of angled part of the shadow up there. So we're trying to get to the next level. And there we go, made it there. So we can shift out once we're up there. And just pause the video if you need to work on that jump. It's a little tricky, like I said. We'll go down here and grab luminary number 9. And then we're gonna turn around and head back upstairs, and then we'll work our way around that section. So take a left when you come out of this door and just walk all the way around to the other side. And we're going to get close to the edge here and jump up and shift into shadow mode, and then jump up onto this right section of shadow. And then we'll be able to jump up on top of the chandelier, shift out, and grab the last luminary for this section. We can jump up and go into the next cutscene. Dee Dee needs to get through this door, but we're going to have to go outside and help her first. So once we go inside of this room, we're just going to move forward and break through 2 barriers that are here by pressing B. And then we're going to take it right and hop onto some moving shadows with Cat and Johnny here.
Why'd you have to come back?
So shift into shadow mode, get onto Cat's shoe. We're going to ride her shoe up, and they're going to jump up to the right, get onto her cigarette, and ride on her cigarette, jump up to her head, and then you can switch over to Johnny's arm, and his arm will kind of go up and towards his hat, jump onto his hat, and then ride the hat down over to the left.
Yeah, I'm real proud. They the ones who broke your finger?
Once you get over here, you can move forward a little bit and then shift out. And then we need to go through actually the left-hand door, which is the open door that's over here. You hear a gunshot, and we're actually going to prevent Johnny from getting shot right here by going down and opening up the door for Dee Dee. So she's able to go up and influence what happens here. Normally Johnny would get shot, but because she comes up here, she's actually able to stop it and to save Johnny's life at this moment. So we can skip those cutscenes, and that should finish out Act 1 for you. So you should get the Act 1 achievement right here, a Carousel of Broken Dreams, which is what Cat calls Johnny because he constantly fails her, but he's promised this time he's not going to fail her anymore, so we will see in Act 2. We also learned in that cutscene that Johnny is not her real father. Dee Dee's real father, Vincenzo, actually is, so just a little aside there. But we can go ahead and click on the Achieve More, Earn More punch card to grab the 50 points at this point, and we can switch over to the Rewards Weekly set. Make sure you click on Achievement Hunter to grab those 40 points, and then you'll need to finish out your Bing searches to get those 50 points right there and finish out the punch card. So that's going to do it for Contrast Part 4. We'll be back in another week or two with some more achievements for Contrast, and we'll work on Part 5. So I'll look forward to seeing you all in those guides. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button here on YouTube and hit that bell for notifications. You can also find some helpful links in the description of this video if you want to stay connected with us. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.